Hello, I'm Tanya. I'm in the Midlands in Ireland, and I'm passionate about using sound to access loss in the body through the phenomenon of lament. I've been working with suffering in Ireland over a decade now as a humanistic integrative psychotherapist. And we're going to be collaborating on a weekend together, Alexandra, that is drawing on some of the work that you've done around death and dying. And also, I found the resources that you offer through the books that you've written have been really useful for me to more deeply understand the nature of grief and also how grief can repair community. Could you say a little more about that and introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Alexandra Derwen. I'm based in Snowdonia in North Wales. And yeah, my most recent book, or the one that's coming out soon, is The Community of Grief. Lost
Mm-hmm.
Rites, Community of Grief. Exactly as you said, Tanya, it's
Mm-hmm.
about, I suppose, remembering the true nature of grief as love. It really
Mm-hmm.
is. And that how our modern individualized society has forced us to see grief mostly in negative terms, and that it drives people into isolation. And from that place, there's very little avenue to return from there. It's a sad state of affairs. And yet, remembering that if we are able to bring our grief back into community,
Mm-hmm.
in the shared mourning, sound, going through and beyond our own stories of grief, we come into the shared grief and the collective, and
Mm-hmm.
that has the capacity to transmute personal suffering through the collective experience.
Yeah, because I feel there's a disembodiment of sorts that's happened here. I can speak personally because on an individual level, I came to the role of therapist out of this need to, well, repair my own nervous system. And I've used, as I said, sound as a tool to support in that repair. But then when I look at what's happening to us in Ireland, on a collective level, it feels as if people are really not in the body as they need to be, from the point of view of flight and fight, uh, and escape, from the sufferings that they've, well, been going through in the last centuries. Yeah, as a people, as a culture, but then more recently, through COVID and what's happened there in maybe the disconnection. Yeah.
If we're going to spend any time in our bodies, then our bodies have to be a safe place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, as adults now, we're in charge of how safe is our body, and yet the old patterns will play out. The nervous system will repeat patterns both of this lifetime and the ancestral patterns that come through, which would tell us that it's not safe to
Mm-hmm.
be me, or it's not safe to be you, or it's not safe to be embodied. So this sense of the scattering of the psyche out of the body,
Yeah.
is a very modern phenomenon,
Mm-hmm.
because we've forgotten how to bring ourselves home to the self, and how to be present, embodied, and connected to the land and the place and the space that's around us.
Mm-hmm.
That's the true nature of belonging.
Mm-hmm. So surrendering to what is a big theme for us, and then like that, the wisdom of storytelling and remembering, repair, recalibration, as we said. And how will people know where to join us? They can access the email address here, is it?
You can go to the Songhouse at
Mm-hmm.
www.thesonghouseIreland.com for more
Mm.
information and to sign up. I
Okay, I'm
can't wait.
super excited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are.
we'll
Both of
see
us
you
are.
there. All
See you
right.
there. Bye.